Max's The Staircase is one of the most compelling true crime limited series of the past few years. The show follows the events surrounding the murder of Kathleen Peterson and the wild aftermath, as her husband, Michael Peterson, is put on trial for her death. It's one of the most infamous and discussed murder cases of the last century, sparking endless debate over what really happened. The Staircase was inspired by the 2004 documentary directed by Jean-Xavier de Lestrade, also titled The Staircase, in which a crew of filmmakers followed Michael throughout the trial. While the Max series has no shortage of bizarre twists and turns as secrets about Michael and Kathleen's marriage come to light, one of the most fascinating elements is the role of blood spatter analyst Duane Deaver. Deaver played a crucial part in the trial and its aftermath, and his story is almost as infuriating as the unresolved mystery of what really happened to Kathleen. The true story behind Max's The Staircase. Kathleen Peterson's husband is accused of murdering her after she is found dead next to a staircase. On December 9, 2001, Kathleen Peterson was found dead at the bottom of a staircase in her home. Kathleen's husband, Michael Peterson, called the police and claimed she was drunk and had fallen down the stairs. However, the police soon began to suspect that Michael had killed his wife, due to the injuries Kathleen sustained and the blood evidence. Michael was arrested and charged with her murder during the trial. Many revelations about Michael and his relationship with his wife were disclosed, including infidelity, financial issues, and Kathleen's knowledge that Michael was bisexual. But most damning of all was the discovery that a close friend of Michael's had also been found dead next to a staircase years earlier. Although the defense maintained that Michael was innocent and that Kathleen's death was a tragic accident, Michael was found guilty of her murder and sentenced to life in prison. Duane Deaver's testimony played a huge role in getting Michael convicted. The blood spatter analyst told the jury that Kathleen was bludgeoned to death. Duane Deaver testifying in The Staircase. Duane Deaver was a blood spatter analyst for the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, SBI. During Michael Peterson's trial, Deaver was one of the primary witnesses for the prosecution. He used his expertise to determine that the blood found next to the staircase was consistent with a violent attack and could not have resulted from a fall. In the Max series The Staircase, Deaver is portrayed by actor Mike Holmes. In episodes 2 and 3 of the series, Deaver is shown striking mannequins in an attempt to replicate Kathleen's murder. Deaver claimed that there was a circular blood pattern in the evidence, indicating that Kathleen had been bludgeoned by a large object. His damaging testimony was one of the biggest reasons Michael was convicted of Kathleen's murder. Duane Deaver's expertise comes under fire. Deaver fabricated evidence and lied about his credentials. Mike Holmes as Duane Deaver looking serious in The Staircase. In 2010, it was revealed that Duane Deaver had lied about his qualifications and expertise as a blood analyst. Although he had told the jury in the Michael Peterson case that he had worked on many cases and conducted numerous tests, these claims were fabrications. It was discovered that Deaver had a history of misrepresenting evidence in past cases, including one involving Greg Taylor, a Wake County man who was exonerated after 17 years in prison due to Deaver's misrepresentation of his skills. Via Newsweek, Deaver was eventually fired from his job for falsifying evidence in other cases, and his credibility as a witness was shattered. In 2011, Michael Peterson was granted a new trial because of Deaver's lies. He was released from prison and placed on house arrest while he awaited his trial. Eventually, Peterson took an Alford plea, which is a guilty plea in which the defendant maintains their innocence. He was sentenced to 86 months in prison but was released, as he had already served that time after his conviction. Duane Deaver argued he was wrongfully terminated. After his reputation was tarnished, Duane Deaver fought back against the accusations. Duane Deaver giving an interview in The Staircase. After being fired from the SBI, Deaver made multiple attempts to get his position back but was ultimately unsuccessful. However, in 2014, after fighting back, Deaver was awarded 34 months of back wages when a commission ruled that he should have been demoted and had his pay lowered instead. The commission did, however, agree that it was right to fire Deaver following the perjury ruling in the Peterson case. In 2022, it was reported that Duane Deaver continues to work in criminal justice as the Director of Operations at an ISS facility in Texas.